Hey everybody, it's me again. It has been 8 months, give or take, since my last confession. As you can see, there have been a few changes. I think I mentioned in a previous video that my mom was not doing well and she was on hospice. And unfortunately, she passed away a couple of months ago. So I've been in the process of cleaning up and cleaning out and moving a lot of my music stuff over here. There have been some other challenges too. Overall, it's been a really depressing year. Haven't really had the time or the mental capacity, the inclination to make videos and make music videos and edit and all that kind of stuff. Just got a lot of other stuff on my plate. Went back and watched a lot of the sellouts from the past couple of years, and a lot of it I'm really proud of. A lot of it was really entertaining. But watching it back, it kind of confirmed what I already knew, and that's this thing where it's just me talking is super boring and nobody likes it, and the metrics bear that out. If you're still watching this, then you are in the minority that you stuck around this far, and I hope you did, because once I'm done with this, once I'm done catching you up, I'm not gonna really be doing this anymore. If I didn't like watching it, I know you don't like watching it, so it's gonna be a little change of format. And I'm gonna focus more on the other guys in the group and the girls in the group, because they're more interesting than I am. And that was the original intent of this, was to kind of be a vlog following them and following us as we go through our gigs and our trips and our comedy sketches and everything else. There will be times where a talking headshot is really the only thing I can do to tell the story or whatever. But it's boring. There's millions of them. But I'm not AI, so I've got that going for me. How about a quick tour? So my mom's gone, my dad's gone, and they left me this house. And it was the house I grew up in, the house I came of age in. It was built when I was eight or 9 years old, so all my formative years were here. First loves, prom, staying up late on the phone with a girlfriend, all that kind of stuff. That was all in this house. It wasn't in this room. This was their bedroom, the master bedroom. The plan right now, I'm gonna finish moving all of my stuff in here. I still got to get my guitars and a lot of my personal items, but I got my drums, I got my bed, got my workstation, I got my desk, I got my bathroom squared away. This is kind of like a hoarder house at the moment. There's a pathway from here to the kitchen. My plan as of right now is to use this as a base camp and then slowly work my way through the rest of the house, cleaning up, cleaning out, until I can get this place like a home again. And I don't think it's ever gonna feel like a home, really, because this was their home, So that's my current living situation. I still live in both houses. It's really complicated and it's none of your business, so I'm not gonna get into that. But this is my second home for now. Or this is my first home and that's my second home. I don't know how that all works out. This is my life now. But I'm gonna make the best of it. I finally got a storage situation for my drum kits. This is my Ludwig kit from when I was a kid, the first drum kit I ever had. And it's been to hell and back with me. I've done 2 tours with it where I just didn't have cases. We just threw them in the trailer and just took off. And it came through just fine. It never sounded good, but it sounded okay. And that's all I really needed. I just needed it to sound okay. This is, of course, the kit you've probably seen before, my Mapex Bloodwood kit. That's only temporarily here. That's eventually going to go into the trailer once Lane finishes building the drum riser / drum storage option that we're going to work with. So I got that. David Bales, great. Shout out to David. He had a whole bunch of random drum heads, so I've got extra drum heads here. A lot of them are in really good shape. Some of them not so much. They will all find a use here, I promise you that. Currently, at the other house, I have a room that's smaller than this, and I had a bed and Really didn't have room to leave my drum kit set up. And also, I only had one drum kit that had to be used for live gigs and recording. So every time I had a gig, I had to take it down, take the mics off. And if you've ever like recorded drums, I don't care what you do, you can tape it off, you can mark it off. Like when you put that thing back in the studio or back in your recording space, like it's not going to go back exactly the same way. It's not going to sound exactly right. So that kind of slowed me down as far as like the Warcaster stuff and like the recording demos for some of these other bands. Like I just didn't have a way to leave my drums set up. So what I'm really excited about is I'm going to be able to set up a drum kit here, mic it up, and leave it and not have to mess with it. And whenever I have an idea, I can hit record and just lay down some tracks. And to do that, I had to buy another kit. Luckily, a guy named Justin, who is the drummer for Lariat, the band, he was trying to downsize. And because he doesn't need a massive drum kit for what he's doing right now. So he cut me a really good deal on this kit. This is a Mapex Armory. I don't know what this finish is called, but I'm in love with it. This reminds me of seeing the sunrise or sunset over the water. And I've had a couple of like near God experiences like that in my life. So this kit really speaks to me. When I bought this kit like 5 years ago, the kit I really wanted was this one. This was the kit I actually wanted, but it was during COVID, so it was always on back order. It was always stuck on a boat, and I could never get it. So as luck would have it, my new friend Justin was selling that. I thought it was a 6-piece kit, but it's a 7-piece. It's got an extra tom. So I've never had this many rack toms before, so I'm going to have to rig up some stands to do that. I'm going to have to order a few more things. I'm going to need some new heads, some more drum mics. I don't have enough mics for the drums. Once that goes up, this bad boy is going in the trailer. In the trailer, we'll have a complete drum kit, all the hardware, pedals, cymbals. Maybe I'll just have to grab my stick bag or something like that, but just have that self-contained. It's going to really reduce a lot of my stress. Oh, so the last time we talked, I was getting ready to do the Palindromes Metal Till Midnight Halloween show. And the idea, as I told you, was to do like multi-camera, like concert film type of shoot. And we had everybody use their own phones to get their own shots. And then we had Paige doing the gimbal, and we had a wide shot. And David grabbed a multi-track recording of the audio, and he got with his friend Jared, and they like mixed and mastered it, and it sounds incredible. So if you want to check that out, head over to Hannah and the Palindromes on YouTube, and I'll try to put a link down here, but I always forget to do that. But it turned out really well, and we've got a couple of singles out of it, so that should about catch you up. So it's been really weird and really hard being back here. If you go through this door, there's a bathroom. It was a half bath, I think, but it's a narrow vanity area, a walk-in closet, a toilet, and a stand-up shower, which is about 2 by 2. And I'm almost too fat to get in there. I almost got stuck the other day. Luckily, I was all sudsy, so I slipped right out. But the last time that I saw my dad standing up, I got a call from my mom on a Saturday morning. She said, your dad's like, he can hardly breathe. He can hardly stand up. He needs your help. So I came over here, and he couldn't get into the shower by himself. He was going to have to go to the emergency room, and he didn't want to go like without taking a shower first. So I helped him get undressed, get in the shower. I helped him get out, helped him get dressed again. I put him in the car with my brother-in-law, and he waved at me. That's the last time I saw him when he wasn't in a hospital bed. So I've got a lot of like scars from this place. So if I can take this room, this one room, turn it from something painful into something beautiful, then that's time well spent, really. Because like we're gonna go in a different direction with this little show thing. So I think the new idea is gonna be the sellouts. So I got a new theme song for it. I got new graphics for it. I got a new idea for the format of it, and it's gonna cover just the interesting stuff. And it's gonna be a similar vlog style, but it's gonna be less of me talking and more of me following other people and making their lives miserable. So I'm excited to get into that. So yeah, it's been great catching up. Hopefully there'll be something interesting in the future. I do have one episode planned, and we got some more things planned for the rest of the year. I'm just gonna hang out here. Just me and the ghosts.